according to you and the center, quote, the immigration enforcement system is built on white supremacy, economic exploitation, and criminalization, and must be dismantled, end quote. Is that correct?
I'm not aware of that statement.
Here it is, right from your website, and you're on the board of directors. Do you believe that our immigration system is built on white supremacy?
No, sir.
Well, you said it, Professor. Now, did you lie here, or are you lying to us today?
Hello everyone, welcome back to Congress Lens. I'm Audrey, and if you just watched that clip, then you already know things got intense very quickly. In this hearing, John Kennedy did not hold back while questioning Professor Janelle Wong about statements connected to the California Immigrant Policy Center. The exchange quickly turned tense when Kennedy challenged what Kennedy believed were contradictions between the organization's messaging and Wong's testimony. Now look, congressional hearings are meant to be about accountability and clarity. Sometimes that means asking uncomfortable questions. Whether someone agrees with Kennedy's tone or not, Kennedy clearly came into this hearing ready to press for answers. In today's video, I'm going to break down what happened in this exchange, why Kennedy pushed so hard on this issue, and why this moment is getting a lot of attention online. Before we get into it, make sure you like this video, subscribe to Congress Lens, and turn on notifications so you don't miss our breakdowns of some of the most intense moments happening in Congress. Alright, let's talk about what really happened here.
Ms. Nobles, I'm sorry. I don't have a daughter, I have a son. If what happened to your daughter happened to my son, I don't know if I could ever recover. I don't know why bad things happen to good people. If I make it to heaven, I'm going to ask. I'm just sorry.
Thank you.
I don't know anybody in the United States Senate who has worked harder to implement and control, well, let me amend that, to implement an immigration policy that looks like somebody designed it on purpose than Senator John Cornyn. The problem we've had in the last 3 years is that except until recently, when it became a political issue, President Biden just didn't care. And sometimes when a person acts like he doesn't care, it's not an act. And that's why we have way more Professor Wong than 60,000 minors, many of whom are being trafficked, sexually trafficked today in our country. And I suspect you know that. Professor Wong, you're a professor from California, is that right?
Yes.
And you were invited here as an expert today by our Democratic colleagues?
Yes.
Okay. You're on the board of directors of the California Immigrant Policy Center. Is that right?
Yes, it is.
And I'm looking at your website. You and the center believe, I want to quote, if that's okay. According to you and the center, quote, the immigration enforcement system is built on white supremacy, economic exploitation and criminalization and must be dismantled. End quote. Is that correct?
I'm not aware of that statement.
Here it is, right from your website, and you're on the board of directors. Do you believe that our immigration system is built on white supremacy?
No, sir.
Well, you said it, Professor. Now, did you lie here, or are you lying to us today?
No, I did not write that statement. That I'm on the board of directors of an organization called the California Immigrant Policy Center that advocates for legislative changes in the state of California to improve the lives of immigrants. I'm not aware of that statement.
Well, you ought to go look at your website.
Are you talking about my personal website?
I'm talking about the California Immigrant Policy Center.
Yes, I'm not aware of that statement
whose
on the
board you
California
sit.
Immigrant Policy
You
Center's
say
website.
that the immigration enforcement system in America today is, quote, built on white supremacy.
That's not my statement.
Yes, it is.
That's not my statement.
You're on the board. It's built on economic exploitation, and it's built on criminalization, and it must be dismantled. You also say, you in the center, that you want to, quote, strategically push ICE out of our communities across California, end quote. Wow.
So an extensive body of research shows that interior immigration enforcement, to the extent that ICE partners with local police, has chilling effects across immigrant communities and their families.
Did you listen to Ms. Noble's testimony?
Yes, I did, with great concern.
Yeah. You think getting rid of ICE is going to help young women not be raped and murdered by MS-13 gang members? Is that your answer to
No, that's
bringing
not.
justice to Mrs. Noble's daughter? Is to
No.
call her a white supremacist and say that she believes in economically exploiting people?
No, that's not. You are attributing a statement to me that I did not make.
Yes, sir, you did. It's on your website.
Time has expired, Senator. I think it's inappropriate to call people liars in this hearing. I hope that we'll be very careful. The witnesses are under oath, and to say that they are lying is to accuse them of something close to a crime. And I think that term should be carefully used.
Well, can I respond to that, Mr. Chairman?
When you get your, I'm going to recognize.
After watching the full exchange, one thing is very clear to me. Senator John Kennedy came prepared and focused on holding witnesses accountable for the positions connected to the organizations they represent. At the start of Kennedy's questioning, Kennedy took a moment to express sympathy to a mother who had testified earlier about the loss of a daughter. That moment set a serious tone for the discussion about immigration enforcement and public safety. Kennedy's point was that immigration policy debates are not just abstract political arguments. According to Kennedy, real families are affected when the system fails. Then Kennedy shifted to questioning Professor Janelle Wong. The key issue Kennedy raised was a statement from the website of the California Immigrant Policy Center claiming that the U.S. immigration enforcement system is built on white supremacy, economic exploitation, and criminalization. Kennedy read the statement directly and asked whether Wong agreed with it. From my perspective, Kennedy's line of questioning was straightforward. If someone sits on the board of an organization making strong claims about national institutions, then it is fair for a senator to ask whether that board member stands by those claims. When Wong responded that Wong did not write the statement and was not aware of it, Kennedy clearly was not satisfied. Kennedy argued that board members help guide the direction of an organization, so they share responsibility for the messaging and policies associated with that organization. Another point Kennedy raised involved calls from the organization to strategically push ICE out of communities, referring to U.S. immigration and customs enforcement. Kennedy's challenge was simple. If law enforcement is removed from communities, what happens to public safety, especially when criminal organizations like MS-13 are involved? Kennedy was connecting the policy discussion directly to concerns about crime and victim protection. The exchange became even more tense when Kennedy asked whether Wong was lying in the hearing or earlier. That comment prompted the committee chair to step in and warn that accusing a witness of lying under oath is a serious claim. Moments like this show how heated congressional hearings can become. Senators are trying to expose contradictions, witnesses are defending their positions, and the chair is trying to keep the hearing under control. In my view, Kennedy's strategy was clear. Kennedy wanted to highlight what Kennedy believes are extreme positions within some immigration advocacy groups and push witnesses to either defend those views or distance themselves from them. Whether someone agrees with Kennedy politically or not, Kennedy did what senators are expected to do in hearings. Kennedy asked direct questions, cited sources, and pressed for answers when the responses seemed unclear. That is exactly why moments like this go viral. They show how intense congressional oversight can become when policy debates, ideology, and accountability all collide. Now I want to hear from you. Do you think Senator John Kennedy was right to push this hard for answers, or do you think the questioning went too far? Share your thoughts in the comments. And if you want more breakdowns like this, make sure you subscribe to Congress Lens. Thanks for watching. I'm Audrey, and I'll see you in the next video.